Hello there, my dears. Here we are at lesson 200. There is no peace except the peace of God. This is a wonderful way to end the first section of the lessons, except for a review that's coming up. And then we go into section 2. The workbook has only these two sections. You might think of the first section is undoing a lot of ideas that we have. You might say making us aware of some of our current unfortunate inaccurate programming, and the second part gives us new material for new rewiring. There you go. So here we are. There is no peace except the peace that comes from love. Seek no further. You will not find peace except the peace that comes from love. Accept this fact and save yourself the agony of more bitter disappointments, more bleak despair, and a sense of icy hopelessness and doubt. Seek you no further. There is nothing else for you to find except the peace that comes from love, unless you just want to seek for more misery and pain, which of course you can do, but that's not a good idea. This is the final point to which each one of us must come at last to lay aside all hope of finding happiness where there is none, of being saved by what can only hurt, all that ego stuff. We're going to lay aside all hope of making peace out of chaos, joy out of pain, heaven out of hell. Attempt no more to win through losing or die to live. You can't but be asking for defeat. Yet you can ask just as easily for love, for happiness, and for eternal life in peace that has no ending. Ask for this and you can only win. Here's more black and white either or, not a bunch of choices business. To ask for what you have already must succeed. We already have, because we already are, peace and happiness and joy. Okay, on the other hand, to ask that what is false be true can only fail. How are you going to do that? So forgive yourself your vain imaginings and seek no longer what you can't find. For what could be more foolish than to seek and seek and seek again for hell, for misery, for torture, for punishment, when all you have to do is just look with open eyes to find that heaven, joining, oneness, joy, delight, lies before you, right here, through a door that opens easily to welcome you. Come home. Now, home is not another place. Home is that sudden awareness that you are innocent and beloved. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing wants to punish you, and more. You have not found your happiness in foreign places and in alien forms that have no meaning to you, although you have sought so hard to make them meaningful. This world is not where you belong. You're a stranger here in this hallucinating state, in this dream state, but it's given you to find the means whereby the world no longer seems to be a prison house or a jail for anyone. Freedom is given you where before all you saw were chains and iron doors, but you must change your mind about the purpose of the world if you would escape, if you would see it differently. You're going to be bound until the world is seen by you as blessed and innocent and good and loving, and everyone made free of your mistakes and honored as he is. Remember, you're projecting your mistakes and your guilt onto them. We need to stop. You didn't make him, no more yourself. And as you free the one, the other is accepted as he is. We're all of us all innocent, or we're all of us all guilty. There's no half and half. So what does forgiveness do? Forgiveness is just deciding no one is guilty. In truth, it doesn't have any function and does nothing. That's in truth, because it's unknown in a joined state of unity. It's only hell. It's only in this separated hallucination where it's needed and where it must serve a mighty function. Isn't the escape of God's beloved Son from evil dreams that he imagines yet believes are true a worthy purpose? God's beloved Son is everything. Who could hope for more while there appears to be a choice to make between success and failure, love and fear? There is no peace except the peace that comes from love, that comes from innocence. Because love has one Son. There is just one creation from one source. And this Son cannot make a world in opposition to God's will and to his own, which is the same as his. What could he hope to find in such a world? It can't have any reality because it was never created. The world we think we have here is just a dream world. It has no substance to it. Well, is it here that you're going to seek for peace? Or must we see that as we look on it, the world can just deceive? Yet, we can learn to look on it another way and find the peace of God. Peace is the bridge that everyone will cross to leave this world behind. There's a place in the text where it says you don't leave this world by death, but by truth. This would be the truth. But peace begins within the world perceived as different. We see it differently. We decide everything and everyone is innocent. If everyone and everything is innocent, I don't need to be projecting guilt out there and requiring somebody else to be the villain, just making him more guilty. No more. And leading from this fresh perception to the gate of heaven and the way beyond. Peace is the answer to conflicting goals, senseless journeys, frantic, vain pursuits, and meaningless endeavors. Now the way is easy, sloping gently toward the bridge where freedom lies within the peace that comes from love. Okay, so let's not lose our way again today. We go to heaven, we go to oneness, we go to deep joy, and the path is straight. Only if we attempt to wander, can there be delay and just a bunch of needless wasted time on thorny byways. We go up cul-de-sacs thinking maybe I can get my way here. Don't try that. Love alone is sure and will guide our footsteps. Love is not going to desert all of us in need, nor let us stray forever from home. The Father calls, the Son hears, and that's all there is to what appears to be a world apart from God where bodies appear to have reality. So now there is silence. Seek no further. You have come to where the road is carpeted with leaves of false desires, fallen from the trees of hopelessness you sought before. Now they're underfoot, and you look up and on toward heaven, toward oneness, towards deep joy, with the body's eyes just serving for an instant longer now. Peace is already recognized at last, and you can feel its soft embrace surround your heart and mind with comfort and with love, if we only knew how beloved we all are. So today, we don't seek for idols. Peace cannot be found in them. The peace of love is ours, and only this will we accept, and only this do we want. So peace be to us today, for we have found a simple, happy way to leave the world of ambiguity and to replace our shifting goals and solitary dreams, where we're dreaming about our own little special story of me. Replace that with single purpose and the companionship of we walk side by side together in love. Because peace is union if it's going to be of God. So seek no further. We're close to home, and we draw still nearer every time we say there is no peace except the peace that comes from love. And I am glad and thankful it is so. Now, home is not a place. Home is that state of being as we recognize more and more. In this instant, I'm innocent. I don't deserve to be punished. Neither does anybody else. The end of our first section, except for the review that we will do soon, and then on to section 2. Goodbye for now. Have a wonderful day practicing.